Most of you will have a picture in your head about which group of people is the most oppressed. But none of you will think of the actual most oppressed people. Even though you probably met one before, and you yourself might even be part of this group. The group I'm referring to is the uncharismatic people. Uncharismatic people are discriminated against at an early age and in almost every walk of life. In school, they have usually very few friends and are mostly ignored by the other kids. This is a pattern that continues throughout their entire life. And when people are confronted with this fact that they are ignoring them, their explanation is always the same. He's not that fun to be with. This is one of the worst things you can say to an uncharismatic person. The fact that people do not find uncharismatic people funny is a phenomenon that has been well studied in recent years. A study written in 2022 from Belgium that studied stand-up comedians find that when a charismatic person and an uncharismatic person told the exact same joke, did the charismatic person receive more laughter than the uncharismatic person, which in some extreme cases didn't get any laughs at all. The discrimination against a lack of humor is so bad that most people would rather hang out with a funny criminal than a supposedly bland, boring, law-abiding, uncharismatic person. We are also incredibly discriminated against when it comes to getting a job. In a Swedish study from 2007 with 2,000 participants, where half of them were self-proclaimed uncharismatic, only 50 uncharismatic people got a job over a charismatic person when everything else was equal. This gets even worse when you realize that the 50 that did get the job were part of the 100 uncharismatic participants who had a relative as their job interviewer, and still only had a 50% chance to get the job. But if this was not bad enough, uncharismatic people have a very hard time finding love, and consequently are massively overrepresented among involuntary celibates. If you are an uncharismatic person, you will know the struggle to get a second date, and the reasoning are always the same. Nothing wrong with him, he's just not that funny. We do not see a lot of success in dating, but we see even less success with representation in movies and television. And when we are represented, we are usually highly criticized. Uncharismatic actors get to hear more than any other group that their presence in the film ruins every scene they are in, and the movie would be better off without them. When it is about us, no one will stand up and defend our right to be on television. I think our discrimination has been here for far too long. This is why I and many people like me have started the Association for Advancement of Uncharismatic People. Our goal is to make our oppression well known and see changes in all the areas I have mentioned in the video. Sadly, we have not yet found any captivating orator to help us with our cause.
Hopefully, this video explained to all of you why the Mosasaurus is indeed a dinosaur.